Alright y'all, what's up? Twin back at y'all with another video today. Today I'm going to be breaking down Bossier City Kidnap Victims beat by Suicide-Boys. Let's get it. Alright guys, so I got the project pulled up here, and as you can see, it's honestly pretty complicated compared to what we're used to dealing with on these beat remakes. The project is in 160 BPM and is in the key of E minor. So we'll just get into the melodies and samples here first, and then we'll get into the drums. So first we got this sample. It's just a dark piano loop, and it's from the Loaded Samples Lo-Fi Memphis kit, and it just sounds like this. A little bit time stretch just to fit the BPM. Just by itself it sounds like this. Alright, so next is a sample that I used, and it just is the Memphis sample that lays under the piano. It's the DJ Fella Mo Murder sample, part 1, and you just chop it up so it sounds like this. For the next two samples I use VSTs, and I'll show you guys those in a second, but first I'll just show you guys the audio files. This is what this one sounds like. It's just a high violin. There is also this cold pad as well. Alright, so first we got the creepy pad sound, which is it's just this pattern, and it just alternates between D and C sharp. Just wanted to note that my CPU is absolutely shitting its effing pants right now. The sound that I use for that is articulation, just out of the vanilla bank. And finally, for the VSTs, we also have the high violin, which is just playing D7, C7, C sharp 7, and it is just the basic big soft string out of Expandy. Now, both of these sounds are not identical to what were used on the actual track. Both of the identical sounds are in Nexus. I don't have access to Nexus, but these sounds are basically identical. And then finally, for the melody, the last part is this low piano that just sits at the end of the song, which sounds like this. Alright guys, so next we're going to get into the drums here. As you can see, there's just 5 different elements of it, and it's super simple, so let's just get into the hi-hats. Alright guys, so I got the hi-hat pattern pulled up here, and as you can see, it's just a 2-step pattern with another 4 2-steps like offset from it, and this is what the pattern sounds like. I have it labeled as the Bossier hi-hat, but it's just the MC Devil hi-hat number 2. Then we got the snare, which sounds like this. It is the sound. Alright, this is the 808 pattern, and it sounds like this. The 808 sound that I used is this Sizzle 808. Then I got the kick pattern here, sounds like this. That is the sound. And then finally we got the open hat pattern, which sounds like this. And I used this open hat sound. The drums alone just sound like this. Besides the drums, we do have a few little effects here, so I'll quick go into those. We have all of Scrim's like tags and stuff.
You did good, son.
Sam's.
Oh, man. Players never doubt.
And then we also have right here at 49 and at 93 where this little bell plays. Alright, and now it's time for effects. So in terms of the piano, I just added this RC20 on it, put a little bit of wobble on it, some distortion, some space, and then I also added this just to cut out some of the highs and lows. For the sample, I first cut it, then I put an RC20 on it. I just put some noise on it, some distortion, and some space on it. And then I just added this other parametric EQ2 kind of just to boost and lower some of the areas I didn't want it in. In terms of the violin, I just put this parametric EQ2 and a little bit of reverb. Then on the cold pad, I really just added a ton of different parametric EQ2s. This is mainly left over from the actual VSTs when they were in the project, but they still are working pretty well on the actual audio files as well. We just have a little bit of fresh air and some parametric EQ2 for the hi-hat. We got a fruity limiter for the snare. For the 808, we have a limiter that is sidechained to the kick along with this trap drive, just gives it a little bit of sizzle. We have the bark of the dog, which is a little bit of like a gain for the kick. And we actually have a physical gain, and then we EQ'd it as well. On the open hat, I just have the parametric EQ2, which is just really isolating the high end. This is the tag, and it just has this cut, and then it has the reverb on it. For the master, we have this tape stop, which is a little bit of an automation. I'll show you that in a second. Leveler 2, which is just compression. We have this OCS 45, which gives it a little bit of that tape feeling. And then we also have a soft clipper on the bottom. So for the automation, this is just letting the low ends come in for the cold pad at the beginning and then cutting it out. And then this other automation at the end here is just the tape stop, which kind of winds the whole beat down. In terms of arrangement for the beat, it's honestly super simple. It's really consistent. I would say in terms of the sample, it has a beginning and ending, and then there's kind of like a bridge in between Ruby and Scrim's verse here. You kind of have the cold pad play under the vocals. As you can see, the outro, it has the alternate piano come in, but the violins usually are playing throughout the entire verse with some occasional cutoffs here. But yeah, in terms of layout, it really is not that complicated. Yeah. Alright, y'all, and that is going to be it for the video today. If you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to leave a thumbs up, comment down below what you liked about the video, and of course, make sure to subscribe. It helps the channel out so much. Other videos I got coming out for you guys include Burgundy, Drag 'em to the River, along with any other suggestions that you guys have for me down in the comments, so make sure to do that. Anyway, here's the final beat. Enjoy, and we'll see you guys next time. Deuces.